So, first off, this Monday afternoon, you remember the story we brought you a couple of 3 weeks ago now of 11-year-old Lily-Rae, who has a rare genetic condition called Stargardt disease. Well, Lily wrote a bucket list of things she wanted to see before her eyesight deteriorates. Things like seeing the Eiffel Tower, visiting Africa, that kind of thing. Well, right now, she is ticking one of those many things off her list, seeing the Northern Lights on a trip to Finland, thanks to help from none other than, amongst lots of other people, it has to be said, but none other than the Hollywood actor Kate Winslet. Well, a couple of days ago, just as they were packing all their cold weather clothing and getting ready, I caught up with Mum Emma and I asked her to remind us first of all about how all this came about.
So my daughter Lily is 11 years old and she was diagnosed with Stargardt's last year, which is a rare genetic disorder where she's unfortunately been given genes from both myself and her father that are defective in the same pot. So it's the ABCA4 gene.
Right.
We knew something was wrong many years ago with her sight. It took us many years to kind of battle with opticians, eventually getting referred to the hospital. And then off the back of that, we've realised, as I said, with the genetic testing, that the Stargardt's is there, which will mean that her eyesight will deteriorate over time. So for me, it was a case of picking up the pace with all of the fun things that she wants to do in life. Being a single mom, not having the ability to work because she needs me obviously as a full-time carer at the moment, while she kind of change everything, as you say, things are changing, so she needs me around. So I thought, why not try the GoFundMe? I think the line I said to my dad was, well, you never know, all it takes is one person and if they can help. And sure enough, Kate Winslet was that one person among many that was so generous to help us achieve these goals.
I think when we first spoke, I think you got very generously a few £100 in the pot, as it were, and that let's Kate Winslet has been amazing, and there is has been absolutely amazing. But let's not forget all those amazing other people that have weighed in and chipped in as well to help, because things have changed, haven't they? And it is a bit of a race to get Lily-Rae to these amazing places. And that race kind of starts now, doesn't it? Because even as I speak, you are packing to go somewhere cold.
Very, very cold. It's -10 at the moment where we're going in Finland. Arctic Circle, here we come. So thermals and wool socks and snoods o'clock. We have plenty of that in the case to go over to Finland. So yeah, that will be very excited. Hopefully we'll get to see the Northern Lights, but the experience in itself is just absolutely astounding.
Well, it is amazing. So the idea is Finland this time of the year, quite, you're sort of bumping up against the end of the Northern Lights season, because that's the aim, isn't it? But actually, Finland's amazing and beautiful and snowy and crisp and gorgeous. What a place to go anyway.
This is it, and it also encompasses her obsession with huskies, because we're doing a husky sled.
I love it.
And we're doing an evening reindeer search for Northern Lights trip, and yeah, it's going to be absolutely magical.
It's a special thing, isn't it? That all that kindness from, in most cases, strangers are enabling you to do the thing as a mum you really, really, really wanted to do.
Yeah, completely. The guilt I felt initially putting it up, thinking, everyone's really struggling at the moment. We're all in difficult times, and the amount of people, I think we're at 121 donations. So people, individuals that have gone to the effort of pressing those buttons. It may only be a couple of clicks on the phone, but it's the actual thought process that people have gone and said, yeah, we want to help that. So obviously we've set up a YouTube page so people can follow the journey that we're on. We're just trying to get bits and bobs of the media together that we're going to put on there, and then obviously we'll be showing us when we get back from Northern Lights. And as you say, we've got other things planned as well.
Yeah, I was going to say there's a bit of a sort of a pipeline of stuff, isn't there? Because you're not hanging around because you can't afford to hang around. That's the brutal truth of it all. But the thing I was thinking about this in the middle of the night last night, that actually, In a sense, this is the basis for, in many ways, for Lily for the future, isn't it? Because this enables her to see those things she desperately wants to see, and no matter what the future holds, that she'll always have those pictures in her mind.
Exactly, and experiences, just the smallest of things. This money has helped us not only with these huge trips, but little things day to day for her that she's wanted to do. She wanted to go for a spa treatment, so I took her to have a head spa at a place in Nottingham Centre, which was fabulous. Little things like being able to go out and just say to her, right, you know, want a new pair of trainers? There you go. And then saying to the group of people, you know, this is all because of you. You're putting a smile on her face. And then obviously, as you say, there's plenty of other things that we've got in the pipeline that will be enormous adventures, not just the day-to-day, but it is the day-to-day stuff that she's also, you know, we're really appreciating that as well.
I can't tell you how many people are rooting for you, and I think it is absolutely testament to you as a mum, and we're recording this just before Mothering Sunday, and you get extra gold stars. That's what you get at the minute, and which is, look, it is a special thing to be able to do, and you know, there are so many occasions, even in the last week on the show, where we've come across people just going above and beyond to help other people for absolutely no recognition. They just want to help. And you know, we hear so much bad stuff in the world, don't we? And it's overwhelming sometimes. But I truly believe, and I think, you know, your story bears this out, that there are far more good, kind, generous, gentle people in the world than there are nasty ones.
Completely, absolutely, completely. And you know, I think I know mine and Lily's confidence in humanity has been knocked over the last couple of years with everything that's been going on globally, and even personally, you know, we've had tough times, but this has absolutely just made us feel that it's fine to ask for help as well. That's something that I try not to do. You know, I'm strong, I'm independent, I don't need any help, you know, but everyone needs help. Everyone needs something, whether it be financial, emotional, any kind of support and you know, I've reached out and I've received that from just absolutely amazing people, as you say.
Do you know, there's an interesting way of looking at it as well, isn't it? I get that, not wanting to ask for help. It's a natural thing. People don't like to ask for help. But if you hadn't, that 121 people wouldn't have been able to help you, wouldn't have been able to press that button and feel a bit better, feel about as if they were doing something nice to everybody. Because if any of us do something nice, it's nice for us too, isn't it? So actually, asking for help is a public service. You've enabled 121 other people to feel good. That's a great thing, Emma.
I had, interestingly, that hadn't even come into my mind when we set this off. And I actually had people, friends of mine as well, coming to me and saying, thank you.
Aww.
And it confused me. I was like, what do you mean, thank you? You've just given me your hard-earned cash. And I'm able then to take my daughter somewhere with your money. And it was that case of, we just want to say thank you because we feel better and we feel good that we've helped somebody else. As you say, it's that give and take, isn't it? And people feeling like they're part of something as well, I think, has been really important. And getting that message out and people understanding, and then it being a debate that people have or a conversation they might have with somebody else that then triggers discussion on these kind of topics, on these kind of, you know, these rare genetic things that, you know, we all need to be aware that this is something that going forward they may be able to affect, but currently there is no cure for this, there is no treatment, and that is very sad.
Emma, it is always a great pleasure to have you on the show. I know you've got lots coming up. I'm not going to talk about the other stuff you've planned because we'll talk about that in due course. In the meantime, the very best of luck in Finland. We've got our fingers crossed for you that you get to see the Northern Lights. Wouldn't that be amazing? Have fun with the Huskies. Enjoy the food and all the rest of it. And listen, I can't wait to hear your stories when you get home.
Oh, you'll be seeing all the footage, I'm sure. We've even got a GoPro. My dad's lent us his GoPro,
Wow.
so we're trying to get some really cool footage. So,
can you give out the YouTube account, or do you want to do that when you get back?
I can give it out now because there are some bits and bobs on there. But yeah, it's Lily and Emma's Adventures. In fact, I think it's Lily-Rae and Emma's Adventures.
Go and check it out. There's not much in there at the minute, has to be said, but just jot that down because as soon as they get back, they're going to create all this lovely content and stick it on their YouTube channel. So it's Lily-Rae, R-A-E, Lily-Rae and Emma's Adventures if you want to check it out on YouTube. Keep your fingers crossed and let's just hope that the Northern Lights play ball because it would be amazing for Lily-Rae to be able to see them, but she'll get to see the Huskies and all the rest of it. And of course, we will catch up with them again soon as they'll make their way through their bucket list.